Welcome to Keeping It Real, the largest podcast made by real estate agents and for real estate agents. My name is DJ Paris. I am your guide and host through the show. Today on the show is our monthly series, the Monday Market Minute with Carrie McCormick from the Carrie McCormick Real Estate Group with At Properties here in Chicago. Carrie is a top 1% producer with over 20 years of experience helping buyers, sellers, and investors. In fact, in the past 12 months, out of 44,000 real estate agents here in Chicago, Carrie is currently ranked number 14 in production. She is a true superstar and an expert in everything from first-time home buyers, veteran investors, and luxury properties. She also works with a lot of developers and is often chosen to represent their high-end developments, including the one that I just purchased and live in. So she is everywhere and everybody knows her. And we're so excited to continually have her on the show. And she's been with us for years. Please visit Carrie at her website, which is carriemccormickre.com, carriemccormickre.com. And also definitely follow her on Instagram, which is at Carrie McCormick Real Estate. Carrie, welcome once again to the show.
Thank you. And I'm excited to share. I can't give too many details yet because it has not been announced. We have a new exciting development coming in Lakeview. It's going to be 18 amazing single family homes.
Nice.
Can't tell you the location, can't tell you anything about it, but we'll be able to announce it, I think, in about a week or two. So for anyone that works in the luxury real estate or luxury single family home market, please reach out to me. I've got something really amazing and exciting coming in the Lakeview neighborhood.
And these are, you said townhomes or
single families?
Single family homes. Oh,
yeah.
Wow. Wonderful. Well, there's never that much construction in Lakeview because it's so just built up. This is very exciting.
It's very exciting. So there's your little sneak peek of the day, but stay tuned and feel free to reach out to me if you've got someone looking.
And actually, Carrie was at the building that I live in now this morning, but I was not there, and so we weren't able to say hi. But we're talking virtually now. But yeah, tell us what's going on in the Chicagoland market since you've got your ear to the streets at all times.
Oh, absolutely! It's really been a fun kind of reporting year on the real estate front. Well, June 2021, I got to remember what year we're in, really marks the 11th straight month for double-digit increases. So wow. It's still flying, it's still busy. The median price of homes, believe it or not, is up 20.4% from June of last year. So 20.4% is a huge number of an increase
in 1 year
in Chicago.
Unbelievable.
1 year. Inventory still remains low. We're at 2.6 months, which it's down from just, June to June. So June of last year was 3.9 months, and now we're at 2.6. So it still indicates a tight inventory, and then median prices are up. So we're still moving strong. For the month of July, though, July's been a little bit slower, and we're hearing that across the board in all different markets. And the reason is, I think, is because people are vacationing.
Yeah.
It seems like every other person I talk to is on vacation. Things are opening up. People are enjoying a little bit of the summer months, weddings, graduations, again, the travel. So we've seen a little bit of a slowdown for the month of July. But as my manager said to me, he said, we've been going 150 miles an hour. We're going 120 miles an hour now. So it's definitely not slow. It just, we let off the gas a little bit, if you will. So,
yeah.
So take advantage of it, everyone, and just, give yourself a little bit of time to breathe. But I do anticipate that August, September, October, rolling right into the end of the year, we're going to be busy again.
Yeah, I was at an event, an in-person event last night here in Chicago with about 150 realtors. Mm-hmm. And it seemed to be the general consensus when I asked agents how their business was going. They said it's finally slowing down, but not in a bad way, but in a I can catch my breath way.
Right.
So it seemed to be a general sort of calmer. That realtors seem to be more excited to breathe a bit. So let's see. The market is slow. We have people on vacation. I guess that means it's probably a good time for buyers right now because there's maybe not as much competition. People aren't as actively putting in offers.
Right.
Are you seeing that as well?
Absolutely. And I said this on the last podcast when we spoke, is it really is a good time to be a buyer right now, just because there is less competition out there. So just the multiple offer situation is not happening as much. You just don't have that organic competition happening. So yeah, it's a great time to still be a buyer. Um, Slim pickings on the inventory, so we're going to expect to see more coming in August. But what's been interesting is I feel like outside of a real estate broker, I feel like I am a furniture broker, because with the supply chain being so backed up, you know, when you walk into a home and they've got a beautiful outdoor seating area or a beautiful living room set, when people are making offers, we're now including some furniture in our offer, because again, if you're buying a home that's got a fabulous roof deck and you don't have furniture, to order that is going to take months. You're not going to be able to enjoy your
Yeah, you'll
rooftop
miss.
deck until next year. So I've been negotiating and brokering a lot of furniture, which is interesting.
Yeah, and I can appreciate that, because I'm dealing with some of those issues as well. Thankfully, my outdoor furniture came in, so I could enjoy it this season. But I know that if the property I'd purchased was not a new construction, if there had been previous owners, I might have thought about that. And I guess that's a great opportunity for agents really on both sides to think about making things more competitive, by saying, hey, we'll throw in the furniture, or we want that furniture. Let's add it to the contract.
Yeah, it's very interesting. And that
Yeah,
also,
let's talk. So what about, in the same idea of supply chain issues? And again, I've got my outdoor furniture has been delivered, but some of my interior furniture is some of it's delivered, some of it isn't. And I get these emails all the time from these furniture companies saying, we have supply chain issues. We know it. We're working on it. Thanks for your patience. What about on the renovation side? So, we know there's a wood shortage, or wood prices are certainly have been through the roof for the last year or so. How has that affected renovations?
yeah. So it's been really
We
tough
might have
in the
lost Carrie for a
renovation.
second.
Can you hear me?
Oh, I think we lost you.
Oh, I'm here.
Let's
I'm
see. I
here.
think the mic got switched, maybe.
Can you hear me?
Can you see if you can switch the microphone under
Okay.
mute, or the little up arrow where it says select a microphone?
Let me see.
And we'll fix this in post-production, so no big deal.
What am I switching?
Oh, perhaps it's me. Hang on.
Do you hear me?
Sorry, Carrie. I think it's me. One second. My apologies. I don't know why I'm having an issue. One second. It's me, not you. Sorry about that. That was me. You was not your challenge. I don't know what the issue was, but can you hear me now?
Yep, I can hear you.
Okay. Yep, I can hear you. Sorry about that.
Okay, so we're going to start with, can you patch all this together?
Yeah.
So you asked, maybe go back to asking the question about renovations.
Yeah. So I know that with the wood shortages, that there's been massive delays in getting lumber, and how has that affected renovation time?
Yeah, so I mean, that's a great question. And really what's happened is people are pausing or being a little more cautious and careful of buying homes that need the renovation, whether it's a bathroom renovation or a kitchen renovation, hardwood floors, just because they know that trying to get workers in right now is so difficult. And again, there's a long lead time in doing that.
Yeah, I've been experiencing very similar things. Are there any types of...
Hang on, DJ, hang on one second. I'm
Sure.
sorry, if you could pause this. Here. Oh my God, there's a little button that looks like top up, top down. Okay, just sit in the car, turn it on. Okay. So I have a convertible and it's pouring rain.
Oh, it just started pouring. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh no. no.
I owned convertibles for 10 straight years, and I cannot tell you the number of times I got rained on. So, or my car got rained on. So
I've got so much stuff in my car.
Oh.
Paperwork. I just didn't even think about it.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh,
I've been there. I have been there.
Okay, well, she's gonna go do it. Okay.
Grab some towels.
Thank goodness for Anne. Okay.
So we're talking about renovations and which renovations, what are you talking about with, or what are your clients asking renovation wise right now, and what are you suggesting to them?
Yeah, so renovations are tough right now. So I am advising my clients that if we're buying something that needs bathroom renovations or kitchen renovations, again, it's a time thing. The supply chain is taking weeks to get it done. So you have to have patience. And I do foresee from a seller's side that if you are selling a home that is in need of renovations, you've got to at least give a little bit of a discount on the house, because again, time is money for people. And you just, they need to know that every buyer is not going to be open to, doing all these renovations. So it is a tricky thing with the supply chain right now. I mean, I've had people order dishwashers or refrigerators, washers and dryers. And again, they're weeks and weeks lead time. So it definitely is a conversation that we have to have before someone purchases. Also, from an inspection standpoint, that's also become a little bit of an issue. So for example, if you have an inspection on a property and it needs a new roof, or it needs tuck pointing or a new furnace or whatever it is, again, the lead time to get this stuff done is taking so long that some of the sellers can't get it done by closing. So we have to escrow for it. So again, part of our job as being brokers, is educating, advising, and making sure that our buyers and sellers are positioned properly.
Are there some buyers where you're encouraging them to sort of deal with the imperfection of a particular room, and then wait until the supply chain issues seem to be corrected and lumber becomes more readily available and is cheaper, maybe next year? Or are you, I'm just curious on those because I wonder if that's pausing some buyers from making offers, going, well, I really need to fix this stuff up, but maybe it'll be 3, 4, 6 months.
Everyone's got their different threshold. I have zero patience, so I am one that I would pay for something just to have it done. So that's just it. It just depends. You got to have patience, or just know you're going to pay a little bit of a premium if you want to have it done now.
Wonderful. Here's my marketing idea for the week, or for the month rather. And it's really based on something you just said. I had a different marketing tip, and then you said something at the beginning that I thought was pretty profound, which is that prices on average have risen about 20% here in the Chicagoland area. And so knowing that, if I were a producing realtor, but I was maybe not as busy this month because people are, things have slowed down just a little bit in general, I might be reaching out to everyone I know who owns a home and just saying, hey, by the way, Mr. and Mrs. Owner, depending on the type of property, I do a little research first to make sure that I was, about to give them a reason to talk with them, a legitimate reason. I would say, homes in your area have appreciated by X percentage. Has anyone run any updated comps for you? I'd be happy to do that and send it over to you. I don't know if you want to sell or not, but I always know as a homeowner, I would like to know what my place is worth. And most homeowners probably aren't checking, the Zestimate on Zillow very often. And we know that isn't always super accurate anyway. Right. But maybe making a proactive phone call to every owner. I mean, it's such a simple idea, but maybe not the worst idea when homes are up 20%. And that is a really big number. The problem, of course, is then they're like, okay, well, then I got to buy something that's appreciated 20%. Right. Well, okay, yes, that's possibly a challenge. But maybe they want to rent for a few years, which again is probably, that's also a very difficult thing. But it's the beginning of a conversation. And maybe more importantly, whether they ever sell or not, they're going to feel that the agent really cares about them and is thinking about them.
Well, I'm going to do that as we speak. When we're done with this call, I'm going to start making some phone calls. I like that idea.
Yeah. And again, I suspect it's not a lot of people who are going to want to sell, but boy, that's a good phone call to make is, hey, did you know your home is worth a little bit more than it was a year ago? Quite a bit more. Gosh, if I made 20% in the market on my my investments every year, that would be the best year I've ever had. So to know that homes have appreciated like that is a very exciting thing. Whether or not they move, it's still a fun phone call, and certainly a great opportunity just to remind people that that you exist and that you're around and you're thinking about them. So
love it. Love it.
Awesome. Well, I know we probably patched this together in the final edit, but Carrie's poor car got rained on. She has a convertible, and so she needs to race out and address her car that is filling up with water. So, Carrie, thank you so much for being on the show. I'm sorry about your car getting rained on. I know that okay. I've been there. And so that's why I don't buy convertibles anymore, because I am not responsible with getting the top put on.
I'm not starting off on a great foot with this car, so.
Well, anyway, we appreciate your time, and we appreciate you soldiering through, even though your car is getting filled up with water. But as always, everyone, please visit Carrie. By the way, you can reach out to her if you have questions as an agent. And also if you're a buyer, a seller, a renter, an investor, somebody that is looking to work with one of the top realtors in the Chicagoland area, Carrie would love to chat with you. Her and her team are excellent. They've been doing this for 20 plus years. Everybody in Chicago land knows Carrie in the real estate world because of how professional and excellent she is. So reach out to her. So Carrie, what's the best way somebody can reach out to you?
I always tell people to call me. I'm a phone gal. So 312-961-4612. You can text me, you can email me, whatever you prefer. I'm always available.
And you please visit her on our website, carriemccormickre.com. You can find all of her information there and links to all of her social profiles. But in particular, please follow her on Instagram. She has an amazing Instagram account. It's a real model for what agents should be aspiring to in their social media. And Carrie does it all herself. But you can find her on Instagram at Carrie McCormick Real Estate. Carrie, once again, thank you for being on our show for years now. And we are so thrilled to have you. And for everyone listening, we want to thank you for continuing to listen and support our show. Please tell a friend. Think of one other real estate agent that could benefit from hearing from top producers like Carrie, and send them a link to our website, which is keepingitrealpod.com. Every episode we've ever done can be streamed right there. Carrie, thanks so much. And we'll see you next month.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.